guys, Hassan Madi here with today's tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up macros for Bloody Gaming mice and Bloody Gaming keyboards in the Bloody Oscar platform. So this is the platform where you make custom macros for your your liking and your needs for any game, any application, or just office use. So there will be two parts of the video. In the first part I'll show you how to make the macros in the older version of the Oscar macro, and in the second part I'll show you how to make the macros, the same macro in the new version, which is Oscar macro version 2. So let's just put this thing aside and come to the older version. So there are some things that you need to know before you make macros, and the first thing and the most important thing of that is the delay time. If you don't know how to properly insert your delays between the keys that you press, that you input, then your macro might not work well, or may end up worse. So the delay is the, I think, most important thing when making macros, because let's just make a macro file new, and should already exist. Well, should too. And you just need to fill the form. Okay, so there is our macro file, and we can now edit it. So the first thing is the delay. Delay is something that when you press some keys, the delay is inserted between the keys, the keystrokes, so that there is fairly short time for the computer to execute the function that you are trying to, the key that you're trying to press. For example, if I press left click like this, you see when I press the left click, shortly after the delay is inserted, and then when I release it, then the delay is inserted as well. That's because we have two options for them: insert delay when press, insert delay when release. You can uncheck either of them, but you have to use any one of them that you want to use, but you just cannot uncheck both of them, because then what is going to happen when you press keys, the delay is not going to be inserted into it, and that's going to be the reason for your macro to lag up in certain situation when you have lower FPS, because the games that we play are not properly monitorized, I'll say, in terms of FPS goes up and down, so especially smoke, and so you need delay. If you use both of them, that's good, but if you use either one of them, that's okay. The delay is something that you need. You don't need the 64, it's too much, but if you have about 80 to 100 FPS, you can keep the delay in 5, and if you have like 60 to 50 FPS, you can use it 10 to 15, and like that. So if you're 30 FPS, you must have to have this thing above 20 or 25, so there's gonna be no lag in your macro. The reason why we use delay is when you press the macro in a lower FPS situation, what's gonna happen is that some keystrokes are gonna be, they will work fine, but then when the macro is in the middle of the macro, it will get stuck. That's because your FPS are low, so you need to have the delay properly inserted into your macro. The next thing here is this is for the mouse uh, mouse position. This is the above one is the when you click this, it shows where your mouse on your screen actually is right now. So if I go right to the top, it is, you know, right to the bottom I have 1600 by 900 resolution. So just, you know, 1599 and 899. When you go to left top, is going to be 00. So you can insert a certain position of your cursor into the macro, so when you press the macro, your cursor go to the same exact point in the game, or, you know, office functions, stuff like that. But this is not something that generally is used, and this is the relative coordinates x and y. So the relatives is something that wherever your mouse cursor may be, it will move from left to right one 1 centimeter, I think, from left to right, or, you know, up and down. So this is something that is used commonly in the burst macros, because when you have certain left clicks, so you insert the, you know, negative positive one on the y-axis, so that your cursor, you know, reduces the reduces the recoil of your gun. So that's great, because the cursor gradually moves down and ends up reducing the recoil. So I think this is the basic stuff. Right now we are going to be making a macro for GTA V cheat, which is I think health cheat, the turtle. You can have the when you're inserting the keys in here, the mouse keys are here labeled for you. You cannot insert mouse keys by just by typing, clicking on the mouse. You'll have to input it by, you know, using these. But the keyboard, you can use the keyboard, anything. You can just press any of the keys and you can use the keyboard. But you can also use the built-in keyboard in the software. Alright guys, so let's just make a macro for the GTA 5 health sheet, which is the turtle. I'm keeping the delay 10 millisecond, and it will be inserted after each stroke. So let's just first is this key, then turtle, and then enter. You cannot press enter just from the keyboard. You'll have to use this keyboard, enter, and this is gonna be completely this is gonna completely just, you know, enter your cheat. First of all, is gonna be open the console with this key, then the actual cheat T, press T, release T, T U R T L E, and then shortly after the enter key will be pressed, so that your cheat is been entered, and the console actually closes up after that itself. So this is the macro, and we are about to be testing it. Let's just save it somewhere, like save it as GTA V health sheet. So okay, so this is saved. Let's just test it, and first of all I have to let's just M6 standard, select macro, and MMO. This is the GTAV health sheet. Select it, apply it, and let's just try it out. So here we are in the game, and let's just check if our macro is working. And yes, it's working perfectly. So this is how you make macros and make your gameplay and your stuff easy. Alright, so here we are in the Oscar Macro 2, and let's see how exactly this thing works. So let's just make a new file for the GTAV macro, and press OK. You need to fill the form, which is if you, in case you're wondering, this is the application software, the software that you need, that you're going to the macro is going to be made for. The function description, what is the macro about to do, and the describe it, how is it going to do, and detailed information about it, and we don't keep it like that. Okay, so this is the GTV file that is being saved, and right now we are about to edit it. So first thing is that this is the keyboard, this is the mouse, this is the number pad. You can just grab the keys and put it right here, and of course you can see the delay in here, which you can change back to the default by 10, and every key that you're about to bring to this dashboard is gonna be automatically insert the delay with the number 10. So first thing in GTV sheet is the console, of course. By the way, if you guys want to use the keyboard, you can check the physical keyboard and use the keyboard, but I'll just grab the keys from here. So turtle, TURTL, come down a little bit, and E. So this is our turtle, and after that we need our enter. So the macro is completely entered. Alright, so this is the macro, and you can see how fast this is comparing to the Oscar Macro 1, and it is cool. You can add mouse functions and other actions like you can use the position of the mouse, where your mouse is supposed to be going after pressing the macro, relative coordinations and stuff like that. So you can just mess around with these, and there's not gonna be no problem. So there is our macro. Let's just go to the button. Yes, save it. Yes. Okay, so which button do we need? Alright, I'll just use the sniper rifle key for this particular MMO. Where is it? Okay, FPS tune GTAV. I have it already up there, but this is the actual one that we made. So click on this, apply it. Alright, we don't need any notice. Go to the game. Okay, so here we are again, and let's just check if the macro that we made in the Oscar Macro version 2 for the mouse is working as well. And yes, it's actually a bit smoother. Yes, it's working perfectly. Alright guys, so there we go, the Oscar Macro 1 and Oscar Macro V2, how to make macros in both of these. You can make macros complex macros with the mouse functions and keyboard functions and the coordinates and other type of stuff. But you need to have to mess around with this, and you can't just make a macro by yourself in the first time. You'll just have to mess around with this, and gradually you'll discover interesting things and functions that this thing is capable of, and hopefully you can just put it to use. And yeah, so good luck with making macros, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a nice day.